Good evening. Welcome to the October 22nd, 2024 Village of Bolingbrook Board Meeting. Before we proceed, I'd like to mention that if you'd like to address the board this evening, that we ask that you please fill out one of the forms located by the clerk or at the back of the room of where you can also find agendas. If everybody will please ride for the Pledge of Allegiance, which tonight will be led by April and Elsie Palmer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the flag, the United States, one nation, under God, and indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Isn't it awesome to have the young ones here this evening? Love it. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Trustee Zarate? Here. Trustee Quintero?
Here.
Trustee Kelly? Here. Trustee Lawler?
Here.
Trustee Doris?
Here.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Here.
Thank you. May I please have a motion to approve the minutes of our meeting October 8, 2024?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Lawler. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, approval of the agenda. This evening, we have Mr. Seckler here with us this evening. Are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, Madam Mayor, there is one, there's a change needed to the agenda for item D1A regarding the Beautification Commission appointments. The agenda note says that they are appointments for one-year terms, whereas the appointments are actually for two-year terms. So I would recommend that a motion be made to amend the agenda accordingly to confirm that they are two-year appointments.
Thank you. That was just for us to lure you here and saying it was 1 year, but we gotcha.
Surprise, surprise.
2 years. Thank you so much. May I please have a motion to approve the revised agenda?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Quintero, second trustee Carpenzano. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. The Village of Bolingbrook is very blessed to have so many residents who are passionate about our community and want to be part of making it great. Our commissions are made of those kinds of people who are the backbone of our village events. Tonight, with the approval of the board, we welcome new commissioners to the Beautification Commission. New appointments this evening proposed will be Emma Burse, Commissioner for a 2-year term. Beryl Davin, Commissioner, 2-year term. Flor Guzman, Commissioner, 2-year term. And Chastity Wells Armstrong, Commissioner for a 2-year term. May I please have a motion to accept these 4 new commissioners to the Beautification Commission?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Kelly, second trustee Doris. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now let's get you guys sworn in. If you could please join me. Obviously, Chair and Vice Chair, please join us as well. Maria, Scott. Don't be shy. Weren't you just asking me about this? Step up. I know, right? That's what you have to do to keep me on track. Just because we have the fire department here does not mean we need to use them. Step up. You're not shy. That's perfect. Get the flags, get the pictures, the paparazzis are here. You want to introduce everybody?
Good
You wanna
evening,
introduce
everyone.
yourself?
Good evening, I'm Maria Velasquez-Gleckley. I am the chair for the Beautification Commission, also including the Civic and Cultural Affairs Commission as well. Our name will be changed, but I'm not going to say that right now. It has to pass the wonderful board here, so, and Madam Mayor. But right now, I'm so proud of new commissioners almost. Beryl Davin, we have Chastity Wells Armstrong, we have Emma Burse, and Flor Guzman. And they are committing their time, volunteering their time to make sure Bolingbrook will always be beautiful and rocking on. So thank you so much.
Is this part of you?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my, and this is my right hand. My left hand's on a business trip, but my right hand, Scott Vegas, Vice Chair Scott Vegas.
Hi.
My secretary and my assistant secretary is not here also, but the 5 people or the 4 people that I have on our team, they're remarkable. But all the commissioners, they are all incredible. So I thank you for just doing everything possible to make everything fun for our beautiful Bolingbrook. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to let you guys introduce yourself in a minute, but we're going to swear you guys in first because I got to make sure I got you. Officially got you. You ready? Raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties as
and I will faithfully discharge my duties as
Beautification Commissioner
Beautification Commissioner
to the best of my abilities
to the best of my abilities
in a manner prescribed by law.
in a manner prescribed by law.
Congratulations, ladies. Very quickly, I'm going to have you just fill us in. How long have you been here and why are you on the commission? Tag, you're it.
I've been
No,
here
you get
since-
to hold it.
Okay, my name is Beryl David, and I've been in Bolingbrook since 2006. And I like volunteering, and I thought this, going forward, I'm trying to get more involved in the community, so.
Welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chastity Wells Armstrong. I'm actually a former mayor. I moved here in 2020.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, moved here in 2020. It's in my blood to be involved in the community, and I thought this would be a great, peaceful, calming way to become involved in the community, given the nature of politics in our country. So I'm glad to be here, and thank you for having me, Mayor.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emma Burrs. I've been in Bolingbrook since 2000. I've been very active in the politics in the community of Cook County, but I live in Will County. So I decided it's about time for me to get involved with Will County also. And I just appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you.
I'm a little nervous.
Welcome
My
to my
name
world.
My name is Flor Guzman. I've lived here since 1999, and I joined because I wanted to be a part of the community and be a helping hand to others.
That's wonderful. We are definitely, are you going to talk? You're done. We're definitely very, very blessed in Bolingbrook to have residents who truly want to get involved on all kinds of levels. Some of them want to be on commissions. Some of them just quietly do their thing, helping in various ways, and it's definitely amazing. Our community is very diverse, and it shows not just in where we're from or where we live, but also how we give back to the community. So these guys are all waiting to take a picture, so let's gather around, pretend like we like each other. No, right here in front of the flags, and then we're going to take a picture.
The short ones in the front?
Sure, whatever you want. In the front. Short one. That would be you.
Yeah, so those are for you.
Okay. Just because I have heels on.
Okay.
Right, there you go. Wait, I have certificates for you, and then also the clerk, Emma.
Thank you.
There you go. Carol. And the clerk also has packets for you that are right here. She always yells at me when I don't hand them out. I don't like getting yelled at, so there you go. There you go. There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you, Mayor.
Now they're all yours. Thank you, ladies, so much. Thank you. Look forward to working with you. This is so awesome. This past, you ready, Dave? All right, we have to let Dave come up here. Because they don't let me touch electronics. I don't know why. I haven't broken that many things. This past last Saturday, we went to something that our state's attorney, Jim Glasgow, hosts. It's called Men Who Cook. And we had an amazing team who last year took second place. And then this year they went back for revenge. And as you can tell, they won first place. It was amazing. They had these barbecue sliders. So you see our amazing team here led by none other than Chief Rampa and Deputy Chief Corin. So again, they were amazing little sliders with coleslaw and pickles, and I kind of felt like I wanted to go back for seconds, even though there was a lot of food, but I was a little embarrassed, so I sent my husband to go get the second one. But again, great job, congratulations, thank you, and we got to hold that title now. Got it? Good, good. All right, very good. So there you go, Men Who Cook. Can I take the poster down now in the office? Is that okay? Chief put this big poster, don't miss this event, you gotta be there, we're there. All right, proclamations. We actually have School Board Members Day. We have some school board members joining us. Come on, you're not shy. We just had a group in today from Bolingbrook High School. It was mentoring day. And we had the opportunity of hosting 18 juniors and seniors, I believe.
Yep, there's a crowd.
It was. Very intelligent. They're very inquisitive nowadays. The ones that have questions actually make you think in order to be able to answer those questions correctly and precisely. The success of our community comes from many aspects, including the quality of its schools. We talked about that today in my presentation, did we not?
We did.
That's when we were talking about taxes. Bolingbrook serves 6 school districts, of which we also have representation from Plainfield here. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight, we recognize the important contributions those school board members make who serve on these boards. So we have President Quigley here. I'm going to let you introduce your school board.
All right. Hi, Steve Quigley, Valley View School Board President. Next to me is member Vicki Sutherland, Secretary Deb Sikora, Vice President Victor Zach, and our Superintendent Keith Wood. And on behalf, since you gave me the microphone, your mistake, I also recognize the other board members who are not here. They had other obligations, but Liz Campbell, who's a member of Bolingbrook Community, J.T. Baduras, who lives in Romanville, and Leonora Venegas, who lives in Romanville. I appreciate you guys doing this tonight because we understand the value of our partnership with all of the communities and the various entities that we work with in the Valley View community. I see Lee Bush is here tonight, Operation Christmas. There are so many volunteer organizations and other organizations that we work with to make our school district successful. And we want to thank all of you collectively and you guys in particular individually for what you do for the school district. And trust me, it does not go unnoticed ever, ever, ever. And we also value our business partners in the community as well for the things that they do, whether it be sponsoring some event for the district or the kids or the various programs that we have. We really do thank you from the bottom of our hearts for what you do. So thank you guys.
Thank you, President Quigley. You're going to be accepting this, or he's going to be accepting this? You are?
Sure.
Aye.
Only because I got up here first.
Whereas school board members are elected to sit and trust for their diverse communities, and in that capacity are charged with meeting the community's expectations and aspirations for the public education of their children, and whereas school board members are entrusted with the guardianship and prudent expenditure of tax dollars, and they are responsible for maintaining and preserving the buildings, grounds, and other areas of the school district that the community has put in their trust. Whereas school board members are responsible for providing leadership that ensures a clear, shared vision of public education for their schools, that sets high standards for the education of all students, requires the effective and efficient operation of their districts, and employs district staff to carry out the day-to-day duties of educating Valley View School District 365U students. Whereas school board members adopt public policy to give voice to that leadership and employ a superintendent to administer the board policy, and are also responsible for the regular monitoring of the district's performance and compliance with state policy. Whereas school board members selflessly volunteer countless hours to public service with no compensation, whereas school districts face constant challenges, and the strong, dedicated leadership provided by the Valley View School District 365U Board of Education has allowed student success to continue, whereas employers are supportive of their employees who serve as school board members, generously lending support and time, employers give their employees the opportunity to better serve the needs of the school districts and communities they represent through sometimes tremendous sacrifice to the employer. Whereas decisions made by school board members directly impact the quality of life and safety of their communities, placing them as the front line of local democracy. Now therefore, I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Board of Trustees, Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim November 15th, 2024 as School Board Members' Day, as a way to honor those citizens who devote their time and energy for the successful education of our children and our future leaders.
Thank you, Mayor. Come on, guys.
Short people in the back.
Oh, wait, no.
We're gonna get rid of that
Get up
stuff.
there.
I saw that.
Scooch up.
You in?
Here, hold that. There we go. Go with the real camera.
It's not
Oh,
mine.
Oh, jeez. You know you're on TV, right?
That's okay. Thank you.
It makes it more personable.
It does.
Technology, use that word.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Here you go, sir.
Did you want to talk again?
No, thank you.
Thank you guys again. Much appreciated, very much appreciated.
I was worried for a minute when I asked that question.
Yeah, but everybody else up there
Your turn.
had the quick answer,
Very good.
which is appreciated.
The Village of Bolingbrook respects and honors all those who have worn the uniform and served our country. We are very proud of the Veterans Memorial that graces the entrance of our town center. Tonight, we welcome Matthew Clark, President of the Fox Valley Chapter of the Sons of the American Revolution, who wishes to make a presentation. I'm going to give you the microphone, and you can introduce your guest.
Thank you. My name is Matthew Clark. It's a pleasure being with you here today. I'm alongside Clyde Ruble, who's a registrar in our organization. I have to say, Bolingbrook has a fond part of my heart is here. My fourth great grandfather is buried in the Hillcrest Cemetery as one of the first people that is buried there. So Bolingbrook is a special place in my heart. Good evening, Madam Mayor, village trustees, honored guests, citizens. We are grateful for this opportunity to be here today. I am deeply honored to stand before you today as we present this flag award for your displaying of the American flag at your Veterans Memorial. The Sons of the American Revolution is an organization dedicated to preserving the memory of patriot ancestors who committed to honoring the legacy of those who had defended the liberties we hold so dear in America. The flag, the Stars and Stripes, is a direct link to that legacy. Since its adoption in 1777, it has waved over countless battlefields, been carried by brave men and women in uniform, and has flown as a symbol of hope and resiliency. The flag not only represents the freedom we enjoy today, but also honors the courage and sacrifice of those who have served. It stands for every veteran who has fought for our country's freedom and every family who has supported them. With great pride and respect that the Fox Valley chapter of the Sons of the American Revolution presents this flag award to the Village of Bolingbrook for the display of the American flag at your Veterans Memorial. Let us continue to honor our veterans, not just with our words, but with our actions. May this flag award inspire all of us to a deeper appreciation for the freedoms we enjoy and renewed commitment to preserving them for future generations. Thank you. May God continue to bless our veterans at the Village of Bolingbrook and the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I saw that one, I felt that one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I might share it with you guys. Next, we have another very special guest. I'm gonna give him this area here and let you speak. Because you know you're gonna be all in uniform. All right. You ready to make your grand entrance? Okay. With the holidays approaching, we know that there will be families in our community who will be struggling to be able to celebrate the holidays at all. We are fortunate to have an organization in town whose sole purpose is to help those families to be able to enjoy a little bit of that holiday spirit. Inviting up Mr. Lee Bush Jr. from Operation Christmas to tell us a little bit about what you do and how you serve our amazing community during the holidays.
Thank you for having me, Miss Mayor Mary, and trustees. I appreciate your guys' continued support for having Operation Christmas right here on our Performing Arts Center, the Roger C. Clare Performing Arts Center, and your amazing time that these guys have spent on our stage last year, packing up boxes of food that went to families in our community. So from the volunteers at Operation Christmas, we want to continue to thank you guys for your support. Operation Christmas, we are beginning our 51st year of helping our community. I have been part of this program since I was 9 years old. I was actually one of these children that was helped during this program way back when. Last year alone, we were able to serve 488 families, including over 1,300 children. That can't be done without our community involvement from our volunteers. We are a 100% volunteer organization, so every dollar that comes into our organization goes right back out into our community. So we want to thank all of our sponsors and donors for that. The way we're able to do this every year, and we supply our families with food and then 2 new gifts and stocking stuffers for children. So every dollar that goes in, we try to stretch out as far as we can to maximize what we're getting. Different ways we're able to do that is having our annual fundraiser, which is actually coming up here on November 9th at Star Cinema here in Bolingbrook. We're very excited about this. This is something new we've never done before, so a lot of our volunteers are super hyped about it and having this event, and it's a family-friendly event. We have not had one of those in the past. So we are very excited to share that with our community and having you guys come out and join us and learn more about what Operation Christmas is. We will have a few visitors from what I hear that Santa may be stopping by, the Grinch, so a couple of other ones I can't quite tell you about it, but thank you to Star Cinema. They are actually giving us 2 theaters, so we will have a children's theater going on and adults theater also. I can't give out the movies yet. It's kind of, they're keeping me at secret on that one, so we're super excited about that. But then we go into actually working on the Performing Arts Center stage. On November 18th is our setup day. It usually takes us all the way through to set up till December 7th. And then we start seeing families, or I'm sorry, December 6th. December 7th, we start seeing families all the way through the 20th. And we'll be able to help those people out. So very excited for this year. We have our big toy drive coming up the Saturday after Thanksgiving right here at the Performing Arts Center also is a way you can visit. If you are looking to register to your family who needs help, you can actually visit us on our new webpage, and it's pretty simple. It's operationchristmasbolingbrook.org. If you want to look to volunteer, you can go to that page also. We have a volunteer section. Or you want to do part of our Adopt a Child program, that is there also. So we were trying to make it and centralize it to make it as easy as possible for people to get involved. So once again, I want to thank our mayor, our trustees, the people on the stage that allow us to, Mr. Dave, who allow us to do our job and help out as many families as we can. So thank you.
Thank you. I believe last year we had a little bit of a competition in terms of filling up those boxes, correct?
Let's do it again.
Yeah, I think there was reigning champions on that. We won't say who, but
Competitive.
We'd love to have you out again.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure these. All right, thank you. We do like Operation Christmas and all that it has to offer our community, and the opportunity to volunteer is always good during the holidays. Is there anyone present this evening that wishes to address the board regarding anything on this evening's agenda? All right, then, we'll move right along to bill listing. Bill listing A, $1,603,496.66. Bill listing B, $1,600,929.48, for a total of $3,204,426.14. Are there any questions from the trustees? May I please have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Doris. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Quintero?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next, our tax receipts for August 2024. State income tax is $1,381,551.05, which is a 7.8% increase from a year ago. July 2024 sales tax, $3,674,088.58, a 3.4% increase from a year ago. August 2024 motor fuel tax, $298,431.81, an 8.7% increase from a year ago. July 2024 state administrative fee, $28,954.49. Motion to accept the annual treasurer's report of receipts and disbursements for fiscal year 2023 and 2024. Fiscal year began May 1st, 2023, and concluded on April 30th, 2024. During this period, total receipts from all sources, including interfund transfers, amounted to $236,351,531. Total expenses from all funds, which included transfers and capital improvements, reached $221,436,671. According to the state statutes, the annual report must be published and posted upon acceptance. Once accepted, the report will be made available on the village website and in the local newspaper. Are there any questions from the trustees? May I please have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, or was it Doris?
Doris.
Trustee Doris, second Deputy Mayor Lawler. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Quintero?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next, Resolution 24R-110, approving the purchase of a John Deere 1575 terrain cut with a 2-stage snow blower from John Deere. It says snow. Hopefully we won't have to use it. The John Deere 1575 front-mounted snow blower attachment with an enclosed cab is proposed for acquisition. This equipment will replace an 18-year-old machine that has required frequent and costly repairs. Remember, we were just talking about this a little bit earlier? Some things are getting a little bit older. It will be utilized to clear sidewalks, ensuring accessibility for individuals with mobility challenges, as well as for those using wheelchairs and strollers. The total cost for this purchase is $44,039.55, which is $12,102.45 under the budgeted amount of $56,142. This has been reviewed and approved by our Public Services Committee. Are there any questions from the trustees?
Just a quick comment, and this was discussed during the committee meeting. There are designated areas of the village that Public Works will use this equipment to clear the sidewalks, which are not covered by residents. Residents should always focus on clearing their own sidewalks in front of in front of their houses or wherever, but there's designated areas that Public Works will be covering.
Very good. Any other comments? Motion to approve?
So moved.
Trustee Kelly?
Second.
Trustee Quintero? Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Carbonzano?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Quintero?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next resolution, 24R-111, approving proposal from D-Setter Flooring to install new LVT commercial flooring at the Community Center, 2001 Canterbury Lane, Suite B. Phase 2 of 3 for new flooring at the Community Center located at 201 Canterbury, Suite B. So we did A, which is the bigger room, and now we're transitioning into B. The existing floor is 20 years old and is in poor condition. The cost of this phase is $21,224, which is $1,776 under the budgeted amount of $23,000. This has been reviewed and approved by Public Services Committee. Are there any questions from the trustees? May I please have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Kelly. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Carbonzano?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Quintero?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Ordinance 24-047, amending Chapter 6 of the Bolingbrook Village Code, decreasing Class C8 beer and wine from 5 to 4 and increasing Class D2 full service from 16 to 17 Los Comales, Bolingbrook, located at 278 South Weber Road. This decrease of Class C8 from 5 to 4 and increase from D2 from 16 to 17. They had a beer and wine, and they changed locations, if you remember, from the corner spot to the bigger spot where Crave used to be. And now they are applying for a full-service bar. Any questions from the trustees? May I please have a motion to approve?
So move. Second.
Trustee Doris, second. Trustee Carpenzano. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Quintero?
Yes.
Trustee Carbonzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Motion carries. Next up is public comments. Is there anyone joining us this evening that has comments regarding anything not on this evening's
We
agenda?
have 2 people that have signed in.
Very good.
I believe Linda Ellis was first.
Thank you. Wherever you want.
Good evening. Thank you. Good evening, Mayor, Board, neighbors, friends, relatives. I'm glad to be here tonight. My name is Linda Ellis. I live in Town Center Park, 317 Peachtree Court, Bolingbrook, Illinois, 30-year resident. And I have two comments, actually. My first comment is still my opposal of the food pantry location here in Bolingbrook on Canterbury and Briarcliff. I do feel as though we really need to consider not only the fact of helping people in need, but also those who are residents of areas affected by the building of such an expensive building. Also being fiscally more responsible in these economic times of change, which is affecting us all. I do feel that people in need and help should get the support necessary to be not in such dire straits, but then to consider a less expensive way in doing those things by utilizing existing properties, working properties that could be definitely improved upon, and then not taking away from another community to basically bring to Bolingbrook. My second comment is on the internet gambling. I am opposed to that in the sense, again, I do feel as though people with addiction and or preference to utilize things of hope and encouragement on a promise and not necessarily the proper promise is really devastating. It's taking someone who's already in a difficult or a very compromising situation and making things worse for them by allowing the ease of utilizing something that may not be in their best interest or their family's best interest. And I want to thank you for the consideration and the time. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Board of Trustees.
Good evening.
And guests. My name is Pat Rona. I've been here 30 years. Okay, Diane. I'm at 13R Fernwood Drive in Bolingbrook. I've got a real concern, and I don't know if the village has any authority to do anything or not, but it's about these electric scooters and all of these motorized bikes on the sidewalks, on the streets, and the danger that they truly have. The other day I was on Lily Cash and there was a scooter. Now, it looked like there might have been a place for a license plate. I don't know if any of that is required or not, but in the flow of traffic going so fast that it's passing vehicles, I have actually been hit by a scooter. I thought I had killed a man. Thank God he took responsibility. He came out of nowhere. He paid for my damage. I don't know if they, like everything else, technology, laws just have not been changed. I don't know if the village has any authority to do anything within the village versus state or federal laws, whatever. If they're on the streets, licensed, insurance, driver's license, I mean, it's a street. But they're just very dangerous. And then you see so many other postings on Facebook, Nextdoor and everything, about the safety of everybody because of these motorized, whatever kind of these vehicles. You've got children just zipping around and so forth. Then I do have, I'm going to make a comment instead because I don't think I can ask a question. And it's because of what you just said, Mike Lawler, about this plow. Fernwood Drive, the main sidewalk, does not belong to any of the 5 associations, that is village. So you do have all of the school children, particularly on those. I hope that situations like Fernwood Drive and others, that those will be considered as part of what this new plow thing is going to be doing. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you. Anyone else have comments for the board? All right, we will move on to trustee comments. Deputy Mayor?
Thank you, Mayor. I do want to thank and acknowledge the school board members who were recognized tonight. I have the distinction of being a volunteer with the Valley View Educational Enrichment Foundation. I've been a part of that board since it was officially formed as a board in November of 1994. And in addition to the Valley View Foundation, I've been able to attend and support the Plainfield Education Foundation events over the years. The partnership in the community, the efforts that are made to make the educational experiences better for all of our students. We moved to Bolingbrook in 1986 on the recommendation of a neighbor in another town where we first moved, and they were an educator, and they said, you need to come to Bolingbrook for the schools. And it worked out well. My 5 children have benefited greatly, and due to the highly compensated role that you're in, which is $0, you have even more of my respect for the work that you do each and every day. And former school board member, Mr. Teppel here as well, you know, so he got to enjoy some of the experiences. So I just wanted to make that mention and explain the appreciation that I, as a parent, and have for the school board members who make the effort to make our community better. Back to the earlier comment about with the gentleman from the Sons of the American Revolution. Somebody else is going to talk about another cemetery event activity, but Hillcrest Cemetery, which is over by Fire Station 3 on Boughton Road, the first burial, thanks to research by our Historic Commission, the first burial was in 1835. So I can understand Mr. Clark's acknowledgement of his 4th great-grandfather being part of that cemetery. There's a lot of history in Bolingbrook, and so it's an interesting area, and there's a lot of information to be learned from our ancestors. Lastly, many of us were able to attend a significant event this weekend among all the different activities, but the Friendship United Methodist Church celebrated its 50th anniversary, and it was formed in 1974 and initially held services in the original Bolingbrook High School, which is now Brooks Middle School, and they've been an incredible congregation. We are very fortunate in Bolingbrook to have a lot of religious institutions and their congregations who make a difference. Friendship United gave a great presentation on through the time that we were there on the history of the church and all the members, and I got to reconnect with some folks that were my neighbors, and our kids grew up together and hadn't seen them in a while, so it's congratulations to them. Last year we did celebrate the 190th anniversary of the First Presbyterian Church of DuPage, so we're fortunate to have a very diverse community, religious, race, religious beliefs, and I want to thank everybody for all their efforts there and congratulate them on the continued efforts in our community. That's it.
Thank you. Trustee Zarate?
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. It's going to be Parky's Pumpkin Patch at the BRAC from 6 to 8. You need to register at bolingbrookparks.org/event Parky Pumpkin Patch. So it's going to be a great time. It's a nice event. I would advise, if you want something to do for the kids, take them over there. It's a really good time. And we hope you all have a nice Halloween with your kids, your grandchildren, or even you. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trustee Zarate. Speaking of Halloween, by the way, last Friday night, the Bolingbrook Park District hosted their Freaky Fun Friday. And while that's in the past, I just want to give a shout out and a thank you. The Executive Director, Mike Seelip, at the end of the haunted house, spooky or friendly version, was a Beetlejuice theme, and Mike Seelip was actually Beetlejuice himself at the end, which I think, as an executive director, you can sort of delegate that out, but he did it himself, so kudos to Mike for really living the theme of the night.
So if you say Mike 3 times, you get...
I think he comes. He's gonna appear in the back of the room.
Okay.
One other note that I do want to give a heads up to, because there's not that many board meetings between now and then, is save the date, Tuesday, December 3rd. We're working with the American Heart Association on an event that's going to be hosted here in Bolingbrook, Tuesday, December 3rd, 6 o'clock. It's going to be an event about building a community of lifesavers. So this is really a bystander education event. So what happens if you're here and a cardiac event happens or a stroke event happens? What do bystanders do until the fire department gets there? So it's a really neat training that sort of buys us those critical moments. What you should do, obviously involving getting on the phone with 911, but what do you do in the interim? It's a really neat training with the American Heart Association, so save the date, December 3rd at 6 o'clock. There'll be more information coming soon. And then on a sad note, I want to send some love to the family of Eileen Contos. For those who know her, may know her for many reasons, but she was truly an integral part of Midwest Christian Montessori Academy here in Bolingbrook. She passed away, and I wanted to send her family some love. I sat on her, I think for 10 years, I think we sat on the board together at MCMA here in Bolingbrook. So send the love to the family of Eileen Contos. May her memory live on forever. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone that's here. It's always good to spend time with you all. Resident concerns, promotions, and recognitions. So to the residents, thank you for your questions and concerns. To the Beautification Commission for new titles, thank you. Thank you for bringing in new people and looking forward to working with you. I owe you a phone call. And to our school board, always great to see you guys out. Thank you. I'm a product of you guys, so I do appreciate everything that the board continues to do. Just one event, save the date for the calendar. We have Wednesday, 11/13. I believe that's yes, next month. We're still in October. Wednesday, 11/13 is the Evening of Honor at Bolingbrook High School. The Evening of Honor, if you're not familiar, is a symphonic band and wind symphony performance where they do patriotic selections for our Bolingbrook first responders, current military, and veterans. All are welcome, of course, but it's to really appreciate, again, those titles and positions of first responders and current military and veterans. Again, held at BHS in the Roger and Pat Clare Family Auditorium. If you need the address, it's 365 Raider Way. Start time generally is pretty prompt at 7 p.m. and general admission is $5. So if you're into supporting our local band, and of course, if you have family, friends, colleagues that are first responders, current and active military, come out and support. And it's always a great time to listen and hear talent from our Bolingbrook High School band. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Doris. I just want to welcome our new commissioners. Thank you for your service to the village. And there's an event coming up this weekend. Campfire Illinois is having a fall Smokey and the Bear event with lots of things for kids to do. It's this Saturday from 1 to 3, and it's at 445 Trout Farm Road, and that's for the Campfire Illinois. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Kelly. A couple announcements. Angelic Kindness, Betting on Kindness 2024. They're holding their 4th annual Betting on Kindness Gala, Rocking Kindness 1950 style. This will be held on Friday, November 15th. That is from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Bolingbrook Golf Club. They do ask that you come out and help support all the wonderful mission that they have on spreading kindness. If you need more information, visit angelickindness.org or Angelic Kindness Charity on Facebook. And then the second event is being brought to you by Bolingbrook Historic Preservation Commission. Invites you to Halloween at Borman Cemetery. That's going to be on Thursday, October 31st, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Historic cemetery tours, grave dousing, hot chocolate, candy, and treats. And that's at 777 Paxson Drive, north of Royce Road, obviously here in Bolingbrook. And lastly, because the mayor always steals my thunder, but I want to go ahead and congratulate Chief Rampa and Deputy Chief Sean Corrin, Captain Jason Mitchum, and Officer Nick Higgins for winning the Men Who Cook competition. Last year I was able to attend the competition and you guys got second place. This year I missed it because my son had a soccer game, so I guess I won't be attending, so you guys can continue to win. So congratulations, though. Thank you for all you guys do and representing Bolingbrook. That's all.
Thank you. Just a couple of announcements. 2 weeks from today is the official election day. Early voting has started as of yesterday at Fountaindale Library right across the street. They've had a great turnout for the first 2 days. We went in, it was in, out, less than 10 minutes. So please make sure you get out there and vote. There's a couple of very important local offices, local being state, that have a lot of effect on our community. So be sure to research, ask questions, look them up, and vote. It's very important to vote. That's one. Two, next month, because of Thanksgiving, we only have one board meeting, and that will be on the 12th. So November 12th will be our only board meeting. Halloween is coming up, and I'm sorry, we made a mistake on publishing hours, so 3 to 7, I think, ended up being the published hours, correct? So make sure that your children are accompanied by adults, not because, we're worried with anything more than just safety. Like, we don't want them running in the streets and scooters and bikes and what have you on the sidewalk. So just make sure that children are together, accompanied by an adult. As always, check the candy, all those things that we've grown up to learn to do. Porch lights on obviously helps. This was a southern thing when I was growing up. If the porch light was on, you got candy, and if not, not. That was kind of what it was, right? The dogs are barking. And tell the kids not to dump everything that's in the pumpkin that's left on the porch and save some for others. Halloween etiquette. That's important. Daylight savings is on November 3rd, so don't forget that. We're going to fall back, so it's going to be dark when you leave and dark when you come home. My favorite time of the year, right, Lucas? Not. And then, what? I know. You're right, you're
Don't say that word.
Dark and snowing is even a bigger problem. Then on the 29th of November, we have long been awaiting the opening of Fry the Coop. They've already had a soft opening, but they will be having their official grand opening at 4:30 on the 29th, located at 274 South Weber Road. We were teeter-tottering, Raising Cane's, Fry the Coop, Raising Cane's, Fry the Coop. We got Fry the Coop. I'll take it. And then that's it for now. I don't have anything else. Does anybody have anything else? Ken, Lucas, Marty, anything on your radar?
If you're not registered to vote, please do so. You can vote in person when you vote. You can register in person when you vote. If you're not registered yet, you need 2 forms of ID. One must show your current address. That's it. Get out there and vote.
Very good. We have no executive session this evening. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Quintero, second trustee Carpenzano. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We stand adjourned. Good night, everyone.